This is TechCrunch. Nvidia is stepping up efforts to court India's artificial intelligence startups earlier in their life cycle, unveiling a string of partnerships this week aimed at reaching founders even before their companies are formally established. The push is intended to help the AI chipmaker cultivate relationships with future customers in one of the world's fastest growing developer markets. The latest move comes through a partnership with early stage venture firm Activate, which plans to back about 25 to 30 AI startups from its $75 million debut fund while giving portfolio companies preferential access to NVIDIA's technical expertise. The collaboration follows other India focused efforts unveiled this week, including work with nonprofit AI Grants India to support early stage founders and new ties with venture firms focused on the South Asian nation. The flurry of activity comes as India hosts its AI Impact Summit in New Delhi, drawing top technology companies including OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google. Nvidia chief executive Jensen Huang was slated to attend but skipped the event due to what the company called unforeseen circumstances. A senior delegation led by Executive Vice President Jay Puri attended in his place, meeting AI researchers, startups, developers, and partners on the ground. India has emerged as one of the fastest growing pools of AI developers and startups, making it an increasingly important market for Nvidia as it looks to expand adoption of chips and computing software. By working more closely with founders at the earliest stages, the company is positioning itself to capture long term demand as new AI native companies scale. Akrit Vaish, founder of Activate, said NVIDIA's engagement with startups in India has historically been relatively light touch compared with the U.S., but the chipmaker is now looking to work with founders much earlier in their journey. Activate aims to leverage that shift by connecting portfolio startups directly with NVIDIA experts. The VC firm, which Vaish describes as focused on inception investing, meets technical teams months before company formation and works closely with them as they grow. Its backers include venture capitalist Vinod Khosla, Perplexity co-founder Ervan Srinivas, Peak 15 managing director Shailendra Singh, and Paytm CEO Vijay Shekhar Sharma. Underlying the prominent network Activate is assembling around its early stage strategy. For Nvidia, the logic behind partnering with an early stage venture firm is pretty straightforward. The earlier it builds relationships with promising AI startups, the more likely those companies are to rely on its computing infrastructure as they scale. Vaish told TechCrunch that growing startups typically consume increasing amounts of AI compute over time, making early technical engagement valuable for the chipmaker as a way of generating future business. NVIDIA already has a sizable presence in the country through its Inception program, which supports more than 4,000 startups in India. This week, the chipmaker also expanded its local ecosystem ties, including partnerships with venture firms such as Excel, Peak 15, Z47, Elevation Capital, and Nexus Venture Partners to identify and fund AI startups. It separately teamed up with AI Grants India to support more than 10,000 early stage founders over the next year. The company has also been broadening its startup outreach in India over time. Last November, NVIDIA joined the India Deep Tech Alliance, a consortium of U.S. and Indian investors, including Excel, Bloom Ventures, Premji Invest, and Celesta Capital, to provide strategic and technical guidance to emerging startups in the country. Vaish said Activate's partnership with NVIDIA is designed to provide a more curated layer on top of the company's broad-based Inception program, which serves thousands of startups globally. By serving as an early filter for high potential technical teams, Activate aims to give its portfolio companies more direct, timely access to Nvidia's engineering expertise. The stepped up activity underscores intensifying competition among global technology firms to court AI developers and startups in India, which has become one of the fastest growing pools of technical talent outside of the U.S. Silicon Valley based venture firm General Catalyst has more than $43 billion in assets under its management and just announced it plans to invest $5 billion of that in India over the next 5 years, sharply expanding its push into the country's startup ecosystem less than 2 years after merging with local venture firm Venture Highway. The commitment, unveiled at the India AI Impact Summit in New Delhi on Friday, will target startups across artificial intelligence, healthcare, defense technology, fintech, and consumer technology. The announcement marks a significant increase from the $500 million to $1 billion the firm had previously earmarked for India. India, the world's most populous country with more than a billion internet users, is positioning itself as a major AI investment destination. New Delhi aims to attract over $200 billion in AI infrastructure investments over the next 2 years as it hosts the India AI Impact Summit with participation from companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google. General Catalyst said it sees India's biggest AI opportunity in large scale, real world deployment rather than in building so called frontier models. The firm cited the country's government built digital infrastructure, vast domestic market, and deep services talent pool as reasons for that view. The push comes as India's AI ambitions accelerate. At the summit, conglomerates Adani Group and Reliance Industries, led by billionaire Mukesh Ambani, announced plans to invest more than $200 billion combined to build AI data center infrastructure in the country. OpenAI has separately partnered with Tata Group's TCS, one of India's largest tech companies, to develop a 100-megawatt AI data center as part of the expansion of its Stargate infrastructure project. In recent months, global tech companies including Amazon, Google, and Microsoft have also outlined tens of billions of dollars in cloud and AI investments in the country. General Catalyst has been building its India portfolio across fast delivery, e-commerce, health tech, and deep tech. General Catalyst said it is developing a framework to accelerate large-scale AI adoption across priority sectors in India, aiming to help convert pilot projects into full deployments. The firm's General Catalyst Institute has also been working to build government-industry partnerships in the country. That's it from TechCrunch. For more stories like these, go to TechCrunch.com.